Urgent update. Court overrules Trump's asylum ban at the U.S.-Mexico border. In a historic move, a federal court has determined that President Donald Trump exceeded his authority by blocking asylum claims at America's southern border, a significant part of his wider immigration policy. This groundbreaking decision challenges the assertion that the president can unilaterally create an entirely new immigration system independent of existing congressional laws. On Wednesday, U.S. District Judge Randolph Moss cautioned that Trump's actions threaten to establish a presidentially mandated alternative immigration framework completely separate from the laws devised by Congress. The United States has long upheld the right to seek asylum in its legal statutes. However, on January 20th, following his inauguration for a second term, President Trump issued a proclamation drawing upon the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA. According to Trump, such authority inherently includes the power to deny foreign nationals entry into the country and enforce restrictions on certain immigration procedures. But Judge Moss, appointed by former President Barack Obama, challenged this claim in his extensive 128-page ruling. He argued that neither the INA nor the Constitution endows the president or his delegates with such broad sweeping authority claimed in the proclamation. Highlighting a critical conflict, he emphasized that the president could not simply replace the established and comprehensive immigration regulations with an entirely new regime that bypasses statutory and regulatory procedures. Asylum allows individuals to seek sanctuary on another country's soil when they fear persecution or harm. While asylum applications generally require substantial evidence for acceptance, successful applicants gain the right to remain in the country. However, Trump has portrayed the immigration issues along the U.S.-Mexico border invasions orchestrated by external forces, using this as a justification for implementing emergency powers, such as suspending asylum rights. But here's where it gets controversial. Judge Moss determined that halting asylum claims could have severe consequences for individuals seeking protection from persecution. There is a significant likelihood that continuing the proclamation during the appeal process will effectively deny tens of thousands of people the lawful opportunities they deserve, Moss stated. Nevertheless, he granted the Trump administration 14 days to appeal the decision, which they are likely to pursue. White House spokesperson Abigail Jackson responded to this decision by asserting, "A local district court judge does not possess the authority to obstruct President Trump and the United States from protecting our border against the influx of individuals attempting to cross illegally." She expressed confidence that the administration would ultimately prevail in the appeal. During the court proceedings, the administration also contended that only it had the exclusive authority to declare if the U.S. is facing an invasion. Determining whether the United States is under invasion is a political question beyond judicial review, stated government lawyers. Judge Moss did acknowledge the challenges the executive branch faces, including the overwhelming volume of asylum applications and the need to prevent illegal entries. Despite these difficulties, he concluded that Trump did not possess the unilateral power to restrict the asylum rights of individuals present in the U.S. This ruling originated from a class action lawsuit by immigrant rights organizations, including the Florence Project, Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center, and RAICES. The American Civil Liberties Union welcomed the court's decision, emphasizing its importance in preserving congressional legislative powers and upholding the rights of asylum seekers. The president cannot dismiss laws formulated by Congress simply by labeling asylum seekers as invaders, ACLU lawyer Lee Gillard stated to the media. What are your thoughts on the balance of presidential power versus congressional authority in immigration policy? Join the conversation in the comments below. How do you think this decision will shape future immigration legislation and rights?